Whether you are completely engulfed with them or you repress them, you give them a lot of importance or none at all. For better or for worse, if you're a human being, you have emotions. In this video, we're going to talk about what are emotions and how can we interact with them wisely. My name is Inge. You are listening to the Back to Basics series, where we take one concept of energy healing every video, break it down, make it easy to understand, let your left brain chill about it so that you can build it all back up again in a way that allows your left brain to follow on your healing journey as well. So let's go with today's topic. It's a really juicy one. I want to start by telling you that I did not come on this earth good with emotions. Basically, my strategy with emotions boiled down to don't ever show you have emotions, completely repress them, smile all the time, and maybe at sports, allow yourself to feel some frustration and some range. And this held until I was 17. And at 17, I got my first boyfriend. And I could not freaking understand what was happening to me because I had huge emotions. It just like unleashed the emotional beast in me. And I was forced to get wise to understand what emotions are. And so in my household, we didn't really talk about emotions much. That is quite common. So having to have really learned this, I value this information enormously. And I know that when I share it with clients, they also get helped by it. So what are emotions? Emotions are very simply just messengers from you to you. Each of them has a very specific message, and so there's a full range of emotions, right? So when I was younger, I feel good and I feel not good. And then, of course, there's like, okay, I feel a bit angry, sad, fearful, happy. And then the range gets bigger, frustrated, despair, elated. Very specific words to talk about specific vibrations. And it's at that level of specificity that emotions carry messages that are really helpful to us. Now, these messages, these emotions get triggered by things that are actually happening around us or inside of us. And they tend to hang out in our bodies until their message has been delivered. So you can be holding on to emotions from when you were really young because you never allowed yourself to receive the message from that emotion. So as messengers, they really are for you. So if there's one basic idea I can transmit to you right here, right now, it's that your emotions are trying to help you. I know most of us have a differing levels of comfort with actually feeling these emotions. Most of us resist this in some way. This is normal. It's okay. But seeing it and helping, this really helps. They're trying to help you in some way. Now, because they're responding to your perception, so what is happening outside of you or inside of you, listening to your emotions and the emotional tone you have throughout the day can be a way to understand how you're perceiving your reality. Now, that makes your emotions very valid, but not always the truth. And that's a very important distinction. They can be valid without being true. So they can be valid in the way that somebody said something, like they criticized the color of your shirt, and that triggered in you a memory of when you were at school and you had to keep changing how you were dressed so that you would fit in. And then your perception starts feeling angry again, or sad, or bullied. And then there's this emotional tone, which is valid because it's responding to something in your perception, something in your system that does require attention. So if those emotions are showing up again, it's because there's something that hasn't been fully healed or processed. But it doesn't mean the truth. It's not because somebody said something and you feel a certain way that that person is now a bad person to be banned and shunned forever, to be cut out of your life because they're toxic. No. So, because of this feature of emotions where they stick around until they deliver their message, it can be really, really helpful to regularly allow ourselves to receive our emotional messages. So, feeling, that's what that means. Allowing ourselves to feel regularly. And what that does is it lets the emotions move through. If we listen to them in a neutral way, if we allow them to move in a neutral way without attaching to them, without creating extra loops, this is not easy to do, by the way. And that's why a mindfulness practice is very, very helpful. I do have a 10-day mindfulness free training for you to access if you feel called. But this allows you to update your emotional landscape to present time so that when you are reacting emotionally, you can see, oh, there's something going on here that triggers that. It may be helpful if you have accumulated emotional energy hanging out, lots and lots and lots of messages, lots of unopened mail, to have somebody alongside you who's an expert at opening the mail without getting overwhelmed by it and can help you read the mail as well. It's a bit of an absurd example, but had I understood this at the beginning of my journey or at 17 years old, I would have saved myself a lot of trouble. So if you enjoyed this video, I invite you to a look at the other emotion video I recorded about the categories of emotions. So fear is a category, sadness is a category, anger is a category, and joy and happiness is a category. And each category of emotions actually serves a specific energetic function. And when I understood this, my whole life changed. So if you like this video, go find that one, subscribe to this channel. And if you feel like I might be the right fit to help you do your emotional clearing and cleaning, I would be happy to do that. My Reconnect program would probably be the best fit for you. So in the links below, you can have a link to book a call with me and get set up. So with that said, I will see you in the next video.